Oh. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Satchidananda Rupaya विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमं प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्याश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. We are in Bhagavatam Canto 10, chapter number 87, and here we are looking at the prayer, the prayer or the song of praise uttered by the Vedas. To whom? To Lord, the Lord Narayana. And when did this happen? When the pralaya had taken place and the Lord has in his, in that way. Lord never sleeps, but when the entire creation has been absorbed back into the Lord, and after that, when the time comes for the Lord for the creation to manifest again, or the Lord to have is ready to manifest. What happens when we wake up in the morning? Do we get up? Straight away we see the sun? Swamiji, kya baat kar rahe hain? When we get up, the sun is already at perpendicular to us. 10 बजे 11 बजे 12 बजे उठते हैं. But those who are going with the nature cycle, for them the advent of the rising of the sun is preceded by its dawn, isn't it? Just like dawn comes and wakes us up, then the sun arises. Sun doesn't arise with the dawn, sun doesn't arise before the dawn. Sun always arises after the dawn. Same way. If you take it like that, when the Lord is about to manifest, Lord is always awake. But when the Lord's potentiality is about to wake up, become manifest, who prompts it? Just before that moment of waking up is the Shrutis who are invoking the Lord. Please, now enough. It's like you are in sleep. Normally what you used to hear? Magana, hero. Like that they used to call me. My father used to call me like that only. And after that, forget. Sometimes water will come on the face because we used to sleep late, masti, and then who will get up in the morning? So somehow, but if you go to kings, What happens when his time to wake up has come? The bards will go, they'll play beautiful music, Vedic chanters will go, they will chant Uttishtha, Uttishtha, all those mantras, and then Maharaj, the king, will get up. And the moment he gets up, then they don't spend too much time there. Run, otherwise more work will be there. So same way, at the totality level, at the beyond totality, at the Ishvara level, the Shruti in their subtle manifest form, they have not become grossified yet. When the mind has just clicked in, just what will be going on there? This is what will be going on, what we are studying. What is going on in our mind when we just wake up? आज थोड़ी देर के बाद कभी भी भगवान का नाम याद नहीं आता. If you have trained yourself, then it's right, it will come. But otherwise, immediately after that, अब ये करना है, वो करना है. Now we have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. But if you have trained your mind, then the moment you become aware that you are awake, at that very moment, because you cannot become, the mind comes into existence only from unmanifest to manifest, isn't it? When the first thought comes, it cannot come in consciousness as such, it will come in the mind. What is the type of thoughts that will come to the Lord? These are the type of thoughts. So, what type of thoughts we should cultivate in our mind? That by default, the thoughts of the world don't come, thoughts of the Shrutis come out of our mind. See? If it is Urdhva Moolam Adashakham, Ashwatham Prahuravayam, it's an upside down tree, then who is nourishing that upside down, the tree? Who is? The Paramatma. The Paramatma is nourishing the roots. And if Paramatma is nourishing the roots, from his point of view, he is everything, isn't it? He is the trunk, he is the root, he is the branch, he is the fruit, he is the leaves, he is the flower, everything. He alone is. And there it is told that all the leaves on that tree are the Shruti Vakyas. And that's our mind. And what are we cultivating in our mind? Everything else other than the Shruti Vakyas, isn't it? If you take the 24 hours. So consciously we have to cultivate that by default, the only thoughts that erupt in our mind are that of the divine. The praise of the divine or contemplation on the divine. See? Nisargadatta Maharaj, just once he heard from his teacher Tattvamasi and he asked him how to practice that, 2 years later he was established. Only 2 years. And when did he start? When his son was in year 11. He passed his year 11, he told son, you take care of my shop. Now I'm going. First satsang he went to, by choice. A pull was there. After that he never attended any satsang, he only gave satsang. See? But in between listening and giving satsang, in that 2 years, he realized himself. And here we are, so many years, studying, reading, contemplating, knowing it very well what the next sentence is going to be from the teacher's mouth. We can even quote the Upanishads, we can quote the Gita. Oh, this Mahatma said that Mahatma said this about Bhagavad Gita. I know this is in this chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this is in this chapter of Bhagavad Gita. All this we know. But we have not applied it on ourselves. That's where the problem is. Why have we not applied it on ourselves? What is the reason?
World is a priority.
Huh?
World is a priority.
World is a priority. Why has world become the priority? Why has the world become priority?
Constant association.
Because we continuously give value and attention to the world. In our mind, the world has the the position of greatness. Lord doesn't have the position of greatness. If he had the position of greatness, you would withdraw without your will, you will be withdrawn. You have the position of greatness for sleep every night. Because you have toiled hard, isn't it? And when you become, enough, you still think that I have to, still there is a possibility that I can find solution, I can find happiness in this world. It has not clicked yet. Till then it has not clicked, till then the U-turn will not happen. See? So we have given importance and value, attention to the world, and as a result we have got trapped in this whirlpool of birth, rebirth, birth, rebirth. You have to shoot out of it. Don't think that by your thinking you can come out of it. That also is not possible. You have to think of the Lord. Lord only has the capacity to bring you out of the whirlpool. Because if you say, I have come out of the whirlpool, it's an ego trip. You have been taken for a very, very long ride. That long ride can last for few lives. Isn't it? How do you know, Swamiji? Because we are all here, no? We must have had an ego trip somewhere in a past life. It was not purified. Somewhere we must have gone wrong. Somewhere we must have gone wrong in our approach. That's why we are still here.
But we have come to the right spot.
No doubt, you are always in the right spot, always. In this life or in the past life, when you were in the present moment, you are in the right spot. Today also, you are in the right spot. Tomorrow also, you will be in the right spot. When you get, because tomorrow tomorrow comes, if it comes, it will be the present moment, isn't it? Then why this delay? Because in that right spot, we are not applying ourselves, we are not given value to the Lord. We are not given, that mumukshutvam is not there. Mumukshutva will only get fired up in you. Mumukshutva samajhte ho? Burning desire for liberation. That will get fired up, full blast, all engines running. Only when you have first analyzed that this world has not given you what you are seeking, only then that will happen. Or, yes, Purva Janma Sanskar, no doubt. But why wait for that, Analyze. You have got an intellect. Analyze the world. What are you here for? What have you come to this birth for? In this birth for? Is it to indulge? Is it to satisfy your desires? Or is it to realize that you are essentially perfect? That essentially you and the Lord are not two, you are one. That is the purpose of life. Everything else is time pass. हो रहा है, चल रहा है. खाना पीना चलता जा रहा है. काम होता जा रहा है. इनकम आती जा रही है. इन्वेस्टमेंट्स होती जा रही हैं. डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट्स भी होती जा रही हैं. Isn't it? So if you know the rule, if you invest somewhere in shares, in some great idea, those people, nowadays so many startups are there, suddenly something catches someone comes and this is some research going on. And you say, yeah, here's my $10,000 or here's my $100,000. Why do you take that risk? Because there is a hope that this technology, this idea that this fellow has is going to be $1 million idea, $1 billion idea. That's what Airbnb was, that's what Uber was. Which is that infinite $1 billion idea? Infinite happiness idea? The Lord. Think in this manner. Think, you want to invest, somewhere. You want to invest in your children, you want to invest in your body, you want to invest in your family, you want to invest in so many different avenues, in your hobbies, in your tabla seekhenge. This is also investment, isn't it? सबका दिमाग खराब करेंगे गा गा के. नहीं, मैं I'm just making a joke of it, but think about it. Everywhere our eyes go, we are looking at investments, isn't it? Whether it is husband, whether it is wife, whether it is children, whether it is relatives, if they are not getting any return, चलो यार बात छोड़ो यार आपको बार बार जाके क्या करेंगे? They are only insulting us all the time. They don't even give पोहा. कॉफी पिला के कॉफी भी नहीं पूछते, वो पी के ही आए होगे. होता है. And then once or twice you will go, no investment, you will not go there next time. होता है? हाँ?
Return on investment.
Return on investment.
We invested time, but we didn't.
हाँ, but you didn't get anything in return, so you will not go there again next time. Whom do you go to again and again? Why do you come to satsang again and again? There is return on investment.
Punya.
छोड़ो यार पुण्य वण्य में worldly, I'm speaking in worldly language. है ना? Now think, if this is how we function in the world, isn't it? If this is how we function in the world, then what will be the best investment that will give you infinite returns? That is how our mind works, isn't it? What gives us infinite returns? What will give us infinite returns? Paramatma.
But there is no point of return once you are there.
That's immaterial. We are talking from that point, there is no point talking about this. But right now, are you there? So why you are thinking in that way? You know, if you think that way, there's no point of any returns from that. So I will not think of investment only. That's what is happening. So we are not even taking the name of the Lord. We are not even doing the bhav that is required. Arey, I think I'm becoming too spiritual, then I'm becoming less responsible for my family and my work. How will no, I have to keep balance, and you withdraw your investment in the Lord. Hota hai. Because you are scared that what will happen to the edifice that you have created around yourself. The house, the wife, the children, the relationships, the social network, the job, everything. My God, भगवान का मैं भक्त हो गया तो ये सब बड़बड़ लेगो तो सब नीचे गिर जाएगा. फटती है उसके बाद. You are scared. But then, are you not scared when you put money in share market? Are you not scared when you put money in on any land? अरे कल क्रैश हो गया तो स्टॉक मार्केट क्रैश हो गया. Still you put money. You if stock market crash is there, I will be only one among many millions who will be. So everyone is losing. I will also lose. We are all in the same boat. We speak like that and give solace to our mind. जो होगा होगा, सबका ही होगा. See? So this is our worldly way. Start thinking the other way then. Put investment, take the risk. चलो देखते तो हैं कि क्या होता है. If I take the name of the Lord, if I surrender myself to the Lord, if I increase my bhav for the Lord, that let me see what happens. We'll deal with it when it happens. Let me see. Let me give it a go. And go full gung-ho.
There is no loss.
But the fear of loss is there. Na? Because that's what.
The worldly fear.
No, but the feeling of loss with the spiritual bent of the mind is that I will become, I'll start losing control over everything that I have created in my life. This is the fear. And that's why people don't take it. But they are ready to give their control to someone else when it comes to investment. Property market is not in your hands. Stock market is not in your hands. Children are not in your hands. Still you keep investing. Isn't it? Wife is not in your hand. Still you keep investing. गहने ले आए, कपड़े ले आए, साड़ी ले आए. अभी एक आया, स्वामी जी, अभी मैं इंडिया आ रहा हूँ, and he came some time ago, and he says, नहीं, I have to do my duty. क्यों? ये मेरी बीवी तभी खुश होती है जब उसको 2-3 साड़ी लाके दे दो. फिर मैं गया, लास्ट टाइम ऐसे ही हो गया था, तो मैं कहा आई वॉज देयर इन देयर हाउस, सम फेस्टिवल वी आर हैविंग. मैं कहा अम्मा आई नीड अ साड़ी. पूजा, रिमेंबर आई गॉट 2 न्यू sarees. She gave it to me. I said I like this one. स्वामी जी ये 3-4 हज़ार की है. मैंने कहा भगवान के लिए इतना नहीं कर सकते. दिया उसने. उसका कबर्ड जाके देखा, सारी 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 इतनी सारी, बाप रे. मैं कहा इतना तेरा हस्बैंड तेरे को लाके दे, तू भगवान के लिए एक साड़ी नहीं दे सकती. बेचारी, she felt bad, gave me 2. I said I will select which one I want. उसकी आंखें देखने वाली थी, पर बाद में she let go. एकदम वो जरी वाली एक अभी भी पड़ी है. ऐसे एक्सपेरिमेंट करते रहो अपने साथ और दूसरों के साथ. हाँ, you got the point what I'm trying to make? Invest in the Lord. You will never be at loss. If that is how you function in the world, apply it towards the Lord. Puja karo, jap, do puja, do jap, do contemplation, do meditation, like there is no tomorrow. Whole life you are looking at only investments. ये खरीदना है, वो खरीदना है, ऐसे करना है, वैसे करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है. Okay, enough of investment. Now, where are we? Till where we did?
17.
17, huh? Okay. You are the ultimate substance underlying all phenomena beyond the gross as well as the subtle, which means that which remains after everything else has disappeared as the reality. Last week, I told you, I took you from here, where we are at the moment, to the sattva guna, sattva raja, the three gunas. From there to the avyakta. With respect to the avyakta, the Paramatma is called the Ishvara. That Ishvara, who is essentially one without a second, out of whom this potentiality has come, here about to him the Shruti in their subtle form are singing the praises. And he is beyond. Now, last time I gave you some ways of how to contemplate, because that Lord, no, you have not seen Lord. So you have to take it subjectively. What is the duality that is coming? What is the duality in your life, which includes all other dualities?
Me and idam vritti.
Ha, aham and idam vritti. Subject and the object. Mind is, world is nothing but interaction between the subject and the object. Aham vritti and idam vritti. The Paramatma is beyond that. So either you can say it is aham vritti or aham and idam vritti, but aham vritti and idam vritti cannot interact with some means of instrument. So that instrument becomes senses or the mind or the concepts or the ideas, etc. etc. So knower, known, knowing, seer, seen, seeing, hearer, heard, hearing. So these three, like these 3 legs. But the one who knows, only when these 3 come together, knower, known, knowing comes together, one thought is created. Then seer, seen, seeing comes together, one thought is created. And this way one thought keeps coming and going. I'm talking subjectively. Same thing is happening at the totality level also. So, and you know thoughts are coming and going, otherwise how will you reproduce? If I ask you, please tell me what did I say? Swamiji, you said, please tell me what did I say, isn't it? You can repeat exactly. How did you know? Because you are separate from the faculty of hearing. You are separate from the faculty of thinking. That is why you can reproduce immediately. Take that position all the time. of the witness. Don't become, the moment we say, you are not the thoughts, but Swamiji, I cannot think without thoughts. The mind is thinking, let it think. You are the conscious principle. You are not inert. You are not someone who is coming and going. Who is coming and going? The thoughts are coming and going. So why do you become the thoughts? When this identification with the thoughts become very extreme, that's when restlessness, agitation, depression, that starts happening. You start losing the plot. Where am I? What am I? What is going on? I don't know. So when everything has disappeared, when we come to Nirvikalpa Samadhi, everything has disappeared. Yet you are awake to that everything that has disappeared. That you are. Even Nirvikalpa Samadhi is a state of experience only. You have to go beyond that. Take the waking dream and deep sleep. This example I took last week. So who knows that waking dream and deep sleep is coming and going? That one you are. And that you have been always, you are right now, and you will be always. There has never been a time in the entire span of this creation, whether it is from your birth till now or from the infinite time before it started and the infinite time that it is going to go on, that you have not been. You are the permanent principle. Bolo?
We can recall what happened yesterday, last week, last year, last month, 10 years before. But the recollection is a memory bank recollection, like a repository recollection. But when after the birth, or just say if I want to say what was my thought after my birth, 3 months after my birth, a year or 2 years, I cannot recollect that. And even going backwards.
Because you can't recollect, does that mean it is not possible?
No, how? Okay, that's what my bridge is. That how do we?
Why do you want to know that?
No,
Why do you want to know that?
So if I was that principle was there, how could you be? No, but how do we complement or contemplate on those two?
But that is not our goal.
Okay.
Come to the Lord, Lord knows past, present, future, you will also come to know. Doesn't He know?
Yeah.
He knows everything without trying.
Yes.
You want to exhaust yourself to know the past because the desire is there. You drop the desire, it's available. It will become available at the right time. See? It is possible. There are certain exercises.
You want to recollect that. You have to think. What way is that going to be of use to me?
True. What is it going to? What are you going to? You want to find out her past?
No, I'm interested in.
You want to find out your past?
I think I'm interested in my.
Okay, how many times I have been made a fool by her?
Oh, that is.
How many? ये सातवां है कि पहला है?
10th anniversary.
First or the 7th? 7 जन्म का फेरा. ये पता करना है? नहीं, तो फिर क्या पता? Why do you want to know the past? Our attention should not be on the past. Our attention should be the past comes to be known to me, becomes known to me by way of, thank you, say again, thoughts. Thoughts are illumined by me. I am not the thought. That's why I come to know about it. Isn't it? So take that position of the illuminator of thought, whether it is past thought, whether it is thought about future, whether it is thought about present, or whatever is going on right now. But you are illuminating it. So who is this fellow in whose presence these thoughts are coming and going? Because I cannot be a thought. If I am the thought, then how can I know it? I can think about Muruku as long as it's outside of me. Once it becomes one with me, do I think about it for few seconds? I will say, but after that it's gone. Then next one, what I want to experience, isn't it? Coffee. Till I am thinking about coffee, it is separate to me. Once it becomes one with me, do I think about it? Till I am hungry for food, I will think about food. Once food is gone in, do I think about food? We don't. Isn't it?
And also, Swami, when he is younger, the identification with the body is not there yet, is it?
It is there, but very minimal. Very minimal. So we must come to the conscious principle. Come to the Lord or come to the conscious principle. That Lord himself is saying, I am expressing through every heart. So he is in your heart, catch him.
Swami, this one here, again and again we are told, you are the witness.
You are the witness.
You are the witness. But I am witnessing is still a thought.
Absolutely.
It's not freedom from
No,
thought.
it is not. But that is.
So,
But
where is the conscious principle at that time actually? Who is saying that I am witnessing that?
that comes once you get there. See, this is the Paramatma, this is the mind. In the mind, the I thought and the that thought. As long as the I thought is identified with the that thought, gross body, causal, subtle body, causal body. Gross body, subtle body, causal body. As long as this I thought can exist only in relation to this. Without this, he has got no meaning. Husband can be only if there is a wife. If no wife, I am the husband. कौन है भाई? किसका हस्बैंड है? नहीं, कोई नहीं है, मैं हस्बैंड हूँ. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है.
To be advised.
हैं? नहीं, ऐसे मजनू भी हैं दुनिया में. हैं? So this I, when it is identified, he starts thinking that I am the deep sleeper. Causal body, I am the deep sleeper. Subtle body, I am the dreamer. Gross body, I am the waker. And it keeps thinking that this is the reality. And out of these three, he does not even think about the three. He only keeps thinking about this, and all the investment is only in this one. He's not looking at all the three. If he looks at all the three, right, like this, the whole thing will collapse. In your mind, life will be a freedom every moment. But we have got all investment only in this one. See? And when we are told witness, what happens? This I thought disengages from the three bodies. Where it will happen? In the waking state only it can happen initially. So you know in the waking, because the thought flow is slow, so it is called sattvic state. So in this state you can contemplate, yes, I am the one. Who knows that these three states have come and gone every day? Who is this fellow? In dream you cannot think this thought because they are happening so fast. That is why it is the rajasic state. In waking you can. And when you start thinking like this slows down even further. Because you are thinking about that which is beyond these three. Who is that? They say I am that who is beyond these three. But right now I am thinking, and as he is thinking about this one through the equipment called gross body and subtle body, he is using the equipment to contemplate on this one, the eternal witness, the Paramatma, the Lord. Equipment is this. As he keeps thinking, and there it is told that this Paramatma is alone expressing through this I. So this is the individual I, this is the infinite I. Paramatma is the same. The I is the same. Then what is the difference between this I and that I? I don't know. I can't work that out. I cannot be. He just keeps thinking about through this. And as he keeps thinking about this, something funny happens, or a grace comes about. What is that grace? He finds that his attention on these three is becoming less and less and less. Automatically, you don't have to worry how. This is the technique. You don't worry about how you put a culture in the hot milk in the night and how it becomes yogurt. You have to just leave it there. Next morning you get the yogurt. Same way, you have introduced a culture into the mind. This I, he's thinking through these, na? So you have put the culture. Who am I? What is this Lord? Om, 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 Om Shri Krishna, Krishna Mama. And he's thinking. You have put the culture and you are sitting with it. Automatically you set in the divine. So that little bit of culture has taken over the whole milk and converted into yogurt. Same way that divine mantra, thought, contemplation, when that culture is put into your mind, it sets the whole mind and makes it into to experience the divinity. Meaning what? Mind become divinity. How can mind become divinity? Mind recognizes that it is essentially the divine. And when that happens, in that transformation, the first stage is that this fellow will get disengaged from these because he is totally focused on this one. Then when he is focused on this one, as the thoughts, eruptions in the mind have totally gone away and only the thought of the divine is there, here, for example, we take Om. As the mind is becoming slow, no other thoughts of the world are coming, only the Om is coming and the Bhav is there. What is Bhav? Bhav is not crying and becoming emotional. Bhava is when with the understanding the faith is there. That produces the Bhav. Understanding or faith with understanding or understanding with devotion. Head and heart have to come together. Then and then he stops dancing.
So this witnessing is just a concept.
The
witnessing of this mind.
It's a concept of the mind. It's only a concept.
So the frequency, as you said, the frequency of your heart, mind, and divinity gets together, gel together.
No, divinity is beyond frequency. Frequency is frequency,
The
movement, feeling, bhav, concept, conviction, devotion, all that is in the mind and intellect. It has got nothing to do with Paramatma. It has got nothing to do with Paramatma.
Then how do you get connected to that Paramatma?
By thinking about him, because he is.
That's what I meant. The frequency of the connectivity between the Lord and yourself.
Remember one thing. From Vedanta standpoint, matter can never become consciousness. So, first stage is consciousness and matter. So, why we are saying consciousness versus matter? Because that is our experience at this moment in this world. I am the conscious, I know I am conscious, I know I am not dead, but I know these cells are continuously dying. So the scriptures give us the definition. We are doing the scriptures only here in this chapter. What is the definition of matter? That which comes and goes. What is the definition of matter? That which continuously changes. That which has birth and death. So analyze what has birth and death, what has beginning and end, what is changing. So your body has been changing since childhood, your thoughts have been changing since childhood, your convictions have been changing since childhood, your emotions have been changing since childhood till now. Every moment they are changing, every hour they are changing. But do you feel you have changed? Whenever you say, I have changed, I was a child, you're not talking about the original I, you're talking about the body I. When you're saying, I got, erratic emotions. You're not talking about the I, you're talking about the mind. And this is your experience. When we speak in this way, then immediately it clicks. But when we are thinking for ourselves, we don't go in this angle. I am mad, I am jealous, I am calm, I am this, I am that. Mind is. You don't take the position of the mind. So as long as we are an individual, till then we will talk about the I and the matter. Consciousness, reflected consciousness, and the matter. And these both, aham vritti and idam vritti, they can only coexist. If in meditation you are chanting on Om, 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 eventually from Vaikhari to Madhyama, Madhyama to Pashyanti, Pashyanti to Para, as it is slowing down, the gap between the thoughts is increasing, it's widening. And when the gap widens, you are still awake. You are still awake. In deep sleep, the gap between the thoughts has widened, but you are giving it the connotation sleep. And you surrender to it. To what? To ignorance. But here, in spiritual journey or in the japa sadhana or in the surrender to the Lord, we do not allow ourselves to sleep. We want to remain conscious every moment of our existence. And as the mind starts slowing down the process, you are still awake. Automatically, somewhere along the way, a deep sense of belonging will come to this Paramatma. It's His grace. This bhav will get invoked. In an erratic mind, in a confused mind, in a restless mind, in an agitated mind, this bhav is not possible. See, I have told this before. We have got 5 types of mind. What were they? Yoga Sutra tells us, first one is
Agitated mind.
in Sanskrit, Mudha Mana. Mudha Mana is dull mind. Means उसको बोलते रहो समझता नहीं है. Second one is Kshipta Mana. Kshipta Mana is agitated, restless, confused. Too many options. Always too many options. And it doesn't know what to do. Then next one is Vikshipta Mana. What is Vikshipta? It is distracted mind. Most of us are distracted. We know what is the correct thing, but immediately after this satsang, it was Swamiji, it was beautiful. अच्छा, but Swamiji, आपने चकली try किया क्या? Distracted, straight away. अभी भी सब चकली के बारे में ही सोच रहे होंगे. They will not be thinking about who am I. See, this is distracted mind. The last type of mind is niruddha mana, zero mind. Zero mind also cannot think about the truth. It's not available to the truth. That is either sleep or it is shunya. People contemplate on void. Keep your mind empty. क्या करोगे empty mind रख के? Never keep your mind empty. Never. Never allow your mind to start thinking about emptiness. Let it become empty as a result of contemplation. When you start chanting the name of the Lord, by the time it reaches Pashyanti, it will automatically become zero. And you will remain as the observer of that zero mind. But if you concentrate, begin your meditation with a zero mind. I want an empty mind. क्या करोगे क्या? उसके बाद नींद आ जाएगी. Then you will go to sleep. Never keep your mind empty. बोलते हैं ना, empty mind, devil's workshop. That devil's workshop does not mean devil. It is a place where you will miss the target. So never go to empty mind from the beginning. Allow empty mind to manifest or come about as a result of your japa sadhana, as a result of your contemplation. Then it is healthy, because throughout that journey you will be the witness. You will be awake. Otherwise sleep will take over. See? So in this way, this is the consciousness, this is the matter. Consciousness is of the nature of knowledge, it is of the nature of illumination, it is of the nature of knowing, it is of the nature of existence. Matter cannot illuminate, cannot know, has a beginning and end. See? Oh, but I thought also has beginning and end. Yes, I thought, the I thought has a beginning and end. But do you feel that I thought which is representing you, do you feel that you have a beginning and end? When you think about it, this I as the body, then it has a beginning and end. If you think of I as the breath, then it has a beginning and end. If you think of the I as what you call emotion, then it has beginning and end. If you think of I as I thought, then it has a beginning and end. But who knows that all these have come and gone? Including I thought. Now I said I thought. After that, so many times I am saying I. But the I goes away after some time. Who knows that I said I? That one is the real you. That one is this one. See? So whether you contemplate, whether you take the name of the Lord, you will come to that. But one must do it at a war footing. War footing. Life should be lived at a war footing. Not a little bit here and little bit there and little bit here and little bit. नहीं अभी 5 साल और हैं अभी till he gets into university then I'll be free. He will be thinking I got another 25 years now. अभी पापड़ बेलने 25 साल और. Hanuman is saying very soon I'll be free. Everyone is finding their own partners. Good, I have got nothing to do. But still, he is postponing. Think. Don't postpone. Don't postpone. Don't postpone. So this one, keep contemplating. The Lord, when we say Lord is beyond, here when they say that that which remains after everything else has disappeared. Who knows everything has disappeared? Subjectively we are talking about. That's a huge, beautiful concept given to confuse the mind. Come subjectively. In deep sleep what happens? You have also disappeared. Because ignorance takes over. But when you are doing the sadhana in the proper manner, and consciously, you are conscious of the slowing down of the mind. Every night after this, here we go, after you have eaten the food, you are sitting there, sometimes you must have nice food you have had, and you are watching that the mind is becoming slow very quickly. Isn't it? And you want to lie down or you're suddenly in between. The class also it happens sometimes. Mind has slowed down. But you are not aware. So sleep is taking over. So that alertness is required that the mind is slowing down. I am the watcher. Mind is slowing down. I am the watcher. As the mind keeps slowing down, then as a natural consequence, a thought will appear. Who is this watcher? If you don't want to go to the path of knowledge, if you hold on to the name of the Lord, same thing will happen. Who is knowing that the name of the Lord is being taken by the mind? Who knows this? Who knows that? I don't know, because you cannot come to know. Mind can never come to know. Oh, okay. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. More speed or more interaction with the Lord's name. You reveal who is this fellow. I know it's there, but I don't know who it is. Till this dance does not finish, it comes to its consummation, that you know that there is someone watching, but mind can never come to know it. Because you have to be it. You have to be it. This is called surrender to the Lord. Surrender to the self, surrender to the Lord is one and the same thing. You contemplate on the self, you contemplate on the infinite, it will bring you to the same position. See? उदरमुपासते य ऋषिवर्त्मसु कूर्पदृशः परिसरपद्धतिं हृदयमारुणयोदहरं। क्या ट्यून पता नहीं क्या ट्यून है।
उदरमुपासते शिवत्मसु पूर्वदृशः परिसरपद्धतिं
हृदयमारुणयोदहरम् तदवधाम शिरः परमं मणरिहयत्समेत्य न पतन्ति कृतान्तमुखे स्वकृतविचित्रयोनिषु but here it is given two verses together. विचित्रयोनिषु विशन्निव तु यया नलवत् स्वकृतानुकृतिः अथ वितथा समुपूर्णं तव धाम समं विरजधियोन्वन्यभिवीण पण्यव एकरसम्. Okay, we will not try to speak it slowly. Out of the many paths leading to God realization, chalked out by the seers of old, men of gross vision, literally having their eyes blinded with gravel, contemplate on Brahma as presiding over the spiritual center called Manipuraka, located in the abdomen, while the sons of the sage Aruna, who are possessed of a subtler vision, contemplate on Brahma as manifested in the center known as the Anahata Chakra, located in the cavity of the heart, the organ from which the veins and arteries branch out in various directions. Thence proceed upwards, O infinite Lord, the artery known as Sushumna, the supreme effulgent channel leading to you, to the crown of the head, the seat of the spiritual center known as the Sahasrara. Reaching this path, men do not fall again into the jaws of death here. So, after, just like, be very attentive, just like after eating the food, you do not remain hungry, isn't it? Why? You and the food have become, the desire of the food has gone away. Similarly, the desire to become one with the Lord. Once you have been consumed by the Lord, like you are consumed by the sleep, then the desire for sleep goes away. Similarly, after consummation in the divine, the desire for divine will go away. Isn't it? Desire for divine, Lord will go away. Then who will be there? The Lord and Lord alone, nothing else. So here it is told that if men of gross vision, meaning what? Literally having their eyes blinded with gravel. There are different paths that are told. There are many ways to reach it. Kundalini path is being told as a very gross path, where the attention is on the body, and in the body certain channels are there. And the Ida, the Pingla and the Sushumna. And Ida is the Surya Nadi, Pingla is the Chandra Nadi. Another word for these two is Ida is the head, Pingla is the heart. Ida is the yin, Pingla is the yang. Ida is the intellect, Pingla is the mind. Logic and convictions, and mind the emotions. So in this way, when these two start coming closer and closer, how will they come closer and closer to each other? Only when you stand apart from them. Don't be the intellect, the I thought, and don't be the mind, the that thought. Then they will come together. Then integration will take place. Then the bhava will come. And when this bhava comes, then this energy or this consciousness, in these words, what here is told, they contemplate on Brahmaji as the spiritual center called Manipuraka, Manipura. Manipur is which one? The navel center. Navel.
Name.
Navel. When you have this, you become the master of the creation. Because everything is at your fingertips. He is the emperor in his own, wherever he is. Nothing is lacking in such a person. Because what is Manipur, in other words? Manipur is the chakra where it's the udara, no? Accumulation, the entire space. Accumulation. The Mooladhar is security. Swadhisthana is desire. Manipur is, we won't say just from this point of view, it is where everything is at your disposal. Everything that you can think of. And that is Brahmaji's position. And if Brahmaji is there, where is Narayana? What is given here? While the sons of sage Aruna, who are possessed of a subtler vision, so that infinite Ishvara is expressing as Brahmaji here. He is expressing as the Son or the Lord in Anahat Chakra. And what happens at Anahat Chakra? I told you, Anahat Chakra is the first place where the consciousness and the matter separate. And then the experience here is being told that in the cavity of the heart, the organs from which the veins and arteries branch out in various directions, he is able to know the entire inside. And the energy starts flowing through all these arteries and veins and nerves and energy channels, and purification begins. If you are going through that, it's a harrowing experience. It's not a nice experience. If you are not with a teacher who can guide you through it. Your body burns as if it's on fire. So many unwanted thoughts are coming because purification is taking place. Pains will come, this body will be going into funny convulsions. Read Play of Consciousness by Swami Muktananda. You will not touch Kundalini path after. This was also going to have to go through. And then, what is the last one they are told? They are not told yet.
Brahmarandha.
Then the last one is the crown of the head, the supreme effulgent channel leading to you, to the crown of the head, known as, where is it? Crown of the head, the seat of spiritual center known as the Sahasrar. In some places it is told Brahmaji is the Mooladhar, Vishnu is the Anahat, and Rudra or the Lord Shiva is the Agya Chakra. And Ishvara is beyond all these three, because these three have come on account of they come. Ishvara alone is expressing as three. But why is he expressing as three? Because of having accepted his potentiality. So when Ishvara accepts the potentiality as, because potentiality is avyakt, it is unmanifest. The moment it manifests, the first manifestation is Sattva Rajas Tamas. With respect to Sattva, that Ishvara is called Sattvic potentiality. He is called Vishnu. With respect to the Rajas potentiality, he is called Brahma, the creator. And with respect to the Tamas, he is called Shiva. And these are the 3 points where they are manifesting. See? And in this way,
According to this shloka here, they are talking about only Brahma here when it comes to body. But what is given here in this Kannada translation is they attain you only when they break open through the Sahasrara, then you are attained. That means he is
beyond the Sahasrara.
Beyond.
Yes, absolutely. Because in that Kundalini path, it is not, the end is not Sahasrara. You have to go 12 fingers above. How much distance is 12 fingers? Not my fingers. Between your small finger and your thumb is your distance of 12 fingers. Calculate. Your body will be a calculation of these 12 fingers. Not my 12 fingers, your. So whether I go from shoulder till elbow, it will be 12 fingers. If I go from here to wrist, it will be 12 fingers. If I go from wrist to the end, it will be 12 fingers. Every joint will be 12 fingers apart. You didn't know that. So you are Dvadasha. So you want to, a lot of yogis, they contemplate on the truth also at this point. 12 fingers. Everything is 12 finger in your body. Why not 9? 9 is a complete number. It's there like that only. Why this, why that? No, 12 fingers, by that's it. So, where is Ishvara? But then this is only when you are identified with the body. And where you don't, because if you focus on the Sahasrara, then you are still identified with the body. So when we are doing martial arts or we are doing boxing, we are not told, when I used to do it, you have to punch. You don't punch at the what do you call that? Punching bag. You have to punch through the punching bag. So the power must, when your attention is on the person behind the punching bag, then you will go through it. Then the punch really becomes strong. When you see a picture of all dot, if you just look at, hey, there is no photograph, but when you see through that dots, put your attention behind the frame, then suddenly the picture inside that, what is that thing called? Some word is there for that, no? Hologram. The hologram appears. But if you are looking at the surface, it will not come. You have to see beyond it. Exactly. When you see beyond the body, 12 fingers above, then Ishvara will reveal himself. Cannot be inside the body. Even though everything is him only. But otherwise, if you are only at the body level, it will become only an experience. And experience comes and goes. So whether it is the 7 chakras or it is the Sahasrara, it will be just an experience. Ishvara is experience, less experience. It cannot be known. It's only a revelation. Clear? Entering as it were the diverse types of living organisms evolved by yourself, though as a matter of fact you already existed in them as their material cause, and assuming those forms, you shine through them as high or low like fire, which though undifferentiated in itself, assumes diverse shapes according to the shape of the firewood. Just like electricity is one, but in a 10-watt bulb it is a 10-watt light. In a 100-watt bulb it is a 100-watt light. In the stadium, 1,000 watts, it's a floodlight. Electricity is same. Why I am not getting 1,000 watt in this 10-watt bulb? Try. This is what we are trying. You have to prepare the mind in order for that infinite reality to express. If you remain with the body identity, if this is the filament, it needs to be transformed so that it can handle the expression of 1,000 watts. Something needs to change. Body is not the filament, the mind is the filament. Intellect is the filament. Breath is the gas inside the bulb. Bulb is the body. So the filament, the capacity of the filament, the body's capacity to absorb the heat that is going to come out as a result of that, that 1,000 watt, all that has to align, then it is possible. But we want to remain in the world, we want to remain as the body, we want to not purify, but we have this very high idea that I want to merge into the Lord. Why the Lord is not revealing himself to me? Why did he reveal to Shirdi Sai Baba and Satya Sai Baba and so many other masters Tukaram and Tulsidas and why I also want to. कर क्या रहा है? खाता पीता मजा ले रहा है और कह रहा है कि भगवान चाहिए. पापड़ बेलने पड़ते हैं. You have to do tapasya, otherwise it will not happen. Just wishing does not work. Just wishing does not work. No, but Lord is now your question after all this explanation. From Lord's point of view, nothing is going on. From Lord's point of view, everything is Lord only. He knows that. He knows that. So because He knows it, you are not going to do any practices now. Lord is fearless. Are you feeling fearless at this moment? Lord is married, yet a brahmachari. Are you married and yet a brahmachari? Lord does not plan. He allows nature to unfold itself. Have you let go of planning? So, for something we want to take that standpoint, and because we want to cop out. We don't want responsibility. If you don't want responsibility, then practice everything that his disposition is, not only something. Understand? Not selective. Not selective. And that is a goal, that is a vision which even scriptures cannot say that this is exactly how it is. Because scriptures cannot reach that point. They can only sing, please help, please. रोते ही रहते हैं. Scriptures are a part of the manifestation. Scriptures are a part of matter. Scriptures are a part of mind. They are part of Prakriti. And Prakriti can never come to know the reality or the truth. Lord is the truth. They can only sing His praises. They cannot come to know Him. So to feel at this stage that you are a devotee or you are a seeker or you are a sannyasi and I take the position. Yes, you must take the position, but that position should prompt you to do even more tapasya, more practices. It should not make you, oh, he doesn't do anything, I will also not do anything. Why? I am all that there is. Why? Ishvara is all that there is. I am not other than Ishvara. But Ishvara, without his doing, everything is happening. Okay. You also do, without doing, everything should happen. From today onward, no food. Let it come to you. From today onwards, no action, no activity. Then live the life like our Papa Ramdas. You see, it requires courage. It requires courage. Here he says, entering, where are we? Entering as it were the diverse types of living organisms evolved by yourself. So everything in this creation, today science is talking about, every day they are discovering so many species, right? Not only on the land, also in water. Science can never come to know all the species. Why?
Finite.
Because every day new species are coming into existence, and every day many thousands, millions of species are going out of existence. Every moment this is going on. So science can never come on top of it, because science is a part of matter alone. And he says, and you manifest, you yourself are the material cause of the entire creation. Without you, the Prakriti could not express herself, isn't it? So what is the material that has gone into Prakriti? What is the material that has gone into the ornament? What is the material that has gone into the wave? Water only, gold only. Then why are we not calling it water? Why are we not calling it gold? I'm going to wear gold now. No, you say gold necklace. I'm going to drink mud. No, I'm going to eat. No, eat, you say, I am going to eat in a plate. You don't say, I am going to eat mud. Plate is made out of mud. See? So why you are not calling it mud? Why you are calling it plate? Why you are calling it tumbler? Why you are calling it, cup? Why you are not calling it mud? Because it is useful. Huh?
Name and form.
Name and form, and it is useful. Just because it is useful, investment doesn't mean that it is the reality. Essentially it is the reality, but your attention is not on the reality. When we are moving in this world, with interacting with our mind, we are not looking at the divinity expressing through everyone. We are only looking at, why is she looking at me like this? मैं इतना देर से बकते जा रहा हूँ और ये सोते जा रहा है. Is this look of interest or of tiredness? Mind can go into so many different angles, We don't, but does it come? Ask, don't answer to anyone. Ask yourself, when you came in here into this house, even now when you are looking at everyone or looking at me, are you thinking this is a divine person? When you look at them, oh, do you feel you are in a presence of divinity? Or you're just a blanket and wait, last week also same person, this also same person. Hanuman's wife, Padmini's husband. What is going on in your mind? Is your attention on the divine principle when you are interacting with people, or your attention is on form? Or your judgment about that form? If it is on form and the judgment about a personality, we have missed the point completely. Completely we have missed the point. Then we are not even spiritual, even an iota. मैं कुछ ज़्यादा बोल रहा हूँ आज क्योंकि लास्ट क्लास है for 2 months. We are not spiritual even an iota. See? Think about this. When you are going in the temple, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the statue, how beautiful it is? Or is your attention on the decoration and how beautiful the mind is feeling? So, oh, wow. Or is your attention on the Lord? What is Lord there? Existence. Who is Lord? Shiva. Where is He? In your heart. Is your attention on that divinity, or is your attention on the name and form? You go and praise only. Oh, it is looking so beautiful. The puja was so beautiful. The lecture was so beautiful. You are not doing any favor by saying that to anyone. Lord does not need your praises that He is looking beautiful. He is. That is His nature. He is the most beautiful. He does not need your validity. Whether He is expressing as a Shivalinga, whether He is expressing as the Balaji, whether He is expressing as any Devi, or He is expressing as anything in this creation, including you. He is the most unique and most beautiful. मजनू जैसी आंखें चाहिए. समझ रहे हो क्या बोला मैंने? Laila Majnu? You need the eyes of the Majnu. Because Laila was very ugly. Very ugly. But for him she was the most beautiful. You need those eyes. If your attention is not on the form, then alone such vision will get developed. When you start suspecting, your attention is not on the words, your attention is not on the form, your attention is not on the behavior, your attention is not on she is my wife or these are my children. No name, no relationship. Your attention is on the divinity that is expressing through that person. And they say that that life which is expressing through that person is the same life which is expressing through me. Just like the electricity which is expressing through the 1000-watt bulb is the same electricity which is expressing through a 1-watt bulb. And in that contemplation, you lose yourself. Mind will stop. And where the mind stops, but you must not go to sleep. When the return on investment is not there, mind sleeps. Or it gets depressed. No depression. Because answer is not coming. Because then you have to correct that you are seeking an answer as an experience. It is not an experience. Divinity is not an experience. It is your nature. It is all that there is. You have to become available to it. And you yourself have assumed all those forms, and after having assumed all those forms, you alone have entered into those forms and are expressing through them. So the material cause that has gone into this creation is the Lord, and the one who is expressing through every form is also the Lord, is also the divine, is also the reality. And the example taken here is, you shine through them as high or low like fire. I gave you the example of electricity. Though undifferentiated in itself, electricity is undifferentiated, it's a homogeneous. Electricity in Australia, electricity in India, electricity in Bangladesh, or electricity in North Korea or America, is the same electricity. Quality does not change of electricity. But depending upon the equipment that it is expressing, its expression changes. Without it, fridge cannot work. Without it, microwave cannot work. Without it, the rice cooker cannot work. Without it, the gas heater cannot work. Air conditioning cannot work. Everything is electricity is alone expressing as heat, cold, fire, refrigeration, microwave. Everything is electricity's expression based upon how the equipment is. Assumes diverse shapes according to the shape of the firewood. Therefore, men of unclouded judgment. Who are men of unclouded judgment? Those who do not want to come to a conclusion, who do not seek a conclusion in their intellect. So always expose your mind and intellect to such thoughts which do not lead to any conclusion. Nitya does not lead to any conclusion. Shuddha, ever pure. Ever pure क्या होता है? Lord is ever pure. What do you mean by ever pure? What did you get so emotional about? You don't know what ever pure is. So what was that feeling about? Nitya Shuddha Buddha. Okay? Namastastu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagnikalaya Kalagni Rudra. All these different names are there. What did you understand? But Kundalini rise away. What did we understand? Don't try to come to any conclusion. Don't look for an experience anywhere in the body. Oh, my head is becoming light. Attention is on the body, not on the Lord. Oh, there is some hot thing going on in my back. Attention is on the body. I can't feel the legs. Attention is on the body. I think I'm floating. Attention is on the body. My mind is whirling. Attention is on the body. I'm confused. Mind is attention. Attention is on the body. I'm very clear. Attention is on the body, means it's on the intellect. Body, I'm not showing just the gross body, the total span. Gross, breath, pranamaya kosh, manomaya kosh and vijnanmaya kosh. Attention is on the body. Any experience that you can experience has to be in the body. Because self is that which is an experienceless experience. Lord is He. If you merge into the Lord, how can you be there available for an experience? You have vanished as an individual. Who is left behind to say that I have merged into the Lord? Does the river say, now I have become one with the ocean? Once it merges into the ocean, only ocean is there. Think about these connotations, what these statements have. And get out of this mental imagination that, nothing of that sort. Therefore, men of unclouded judgment, who do not expect any worldly or otherworldly reward for their action. Investment की बात हो रही है. जो होना है वो होएगा. हाँ? Who do not expect any worldly or otherworldly heavens. Why you want to know the past? What did Ravan achieve by coming to know about? He knew about past. What did he know? What did he achieve? He was the master of the three worlds. What did he gain after becoming the master of the three worlds? Nothing. Still he died. See? Still he died. What are you going to gain by knowing the past, present, or which is the three worlds? Past, present, future, waking, dream, deep sleep. If you take it subjectively, knower, known, knowing. These are the three. Everything, three.
It's
Get
a
up.
kind of blessing also
What is that?
to forget the past.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it will be a big mess
pro-
in the present.
Absolutely. Why you are able to sleep every night?
Because we forget.
You forget the whole world, isn't it? And you forget the whole dream. Imagine you woke up and you are not able to forget the dream. Imagine you wake up and you don't forget the dream. What will be your state? यार वहाँ पे तो मेरे चार बच्चे क्या करेंगे? कौन करेगा? I had 2-3 बीबीज, यहाँ पे एक बीबी है, यहाँ पे तो सब सुनती थी, यहाँ पे एक भी नहीं सुनती. यहाँ पे सुनती ही नहीं है, ऊपर से दादागिरी करती है मेरे ऊपर.
Not only this life, if you remember the past life, that will be.
I am just giving you one dream. Forget about past life.
But Swami, even if you remember, you dismiss it as just a dream, so it's not real.
Who will?
Like even if you remember your dream,
Huh?
you know it's not true. So
If it is not, if that is your take, then why remember it?
no, when you wake up in the morning, you will still remember you had it.
Whether you like it or not, you will dismiss it.
Yeah, that's what I was
That is
saying.
everyone's experience.
Yeah.
Nobody dismisses it consciously. Unconsciously, it gets dismissed.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Okay.
Then why do you want to consciously come to know the past? Remember one thing. The more you know the past, the greater is the ego. Zero past, zero ego.
So my interest in knowing the past is at the point where the zygote gets life. That was my interest, nothing else.
That you can catch.
Yeah.
There is a process called rebirthing.
Okay.
There is a process called rebirthing. You can get to that point.
But
This
that
is not a big deal.
That will still not help you in emancipation.
But what is it going to?
It's not going to help.
Suppose you get to that point. My God, this is the reason that I was conceived. This is
No,
the
not the-
reason. This
not
is
the-
the reason. This is the reason that I entered into this zygote.
Now that is the point where the vehicle and the spirit or the consciousness is in the merge, right? That is where it is merging, because that is where the
So
the
rather than go into the past and
Yes.
find out that point,
Yeah, you're right.
that point is available to you between
Right.
two thoughts.
Yeah.
It is available to you between two breaths. It is at every sandhya, at every sandhi, that conception is taking place.
That's
So
what-
why you want to go
No, I
into an event which is no longer valid you can catch it only in the present moment. So catch it, okay, if this is the principle that life is manifests when the consciousness marries the matter, is it happening right now? Catch it. At this moment it is happening.
Even that catch was on account of previous karma. It's not that pure consciousness went and it is our past karma which drives us to that.
True.
So that there is already rubbish here and we are going and meeting with gross rubbish.
और उधर जाके पता चला, I'm taking a very some extreme example. उधर जाके पता चला that a person was conceived to a and you don't know who the father was. What? And right now you don't know that, and there you come to know by going into the past. What will be your disposition?
A disturbed mind.
You will get so disturbed. I'm taking extreme situation. But there are small point. Our point going into all this topic of discussion, our attention is on Prakriti. Get out of it. Waking dream, deep sleep, waker, dreamer, deep sleeper is Prakriti. Even though it is manifestation of the Lord. But you ask the Lord, did you thank you for manifesting? He says, it's a dream. Just like you don't give any value to the dream, he also doesn't give any value to the dream. Because it's his potentiality, he only has become. Just like your mind only became, your potentiality is your mind. Your mind only became waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. And you don't give it any value. Especially the two. Same way, Lord. Another difference. We have a mind. Lord does not have a mind. Mind can come into existence only where there is duality. Lord is the only material that is everywhere. He's got nothing to think about. So get to that point. Get to that point. Rather than seeing people, put attention on the divinity expressing through every form. Fall in love. Unconditional love. These are all very, very scientific experiments that you have to do with you. These are scientific. It is not just words. You have to, if you apply, unimaginable will happen. But you have to have the courage. You have to build up the strength, and suddenly you don't want to do it. If I go to a gym and pick up a 50, 120, 200 kg, first time I will pick it up because in that inspiration I will pick it up. But I can hurt myself for the rest of my life, isn't it? It can break my back. I can have limbs, going out, or it may fall on me and I am not able to hold it. Gone. So what does a weightlifter do? Slowly builds up so that he is able to not lift only 200, 500 kg he can lift. So we have to build up. And that building up, don't do it consciously. Do it let Lord do it for you. This is what is true. When your attention is on the divine, not on the matter, then the Lord will make sure. Then if He's prompting you to do yoga, your body will do yoga. In my sadhana, I never did yoga myself. I just chanted the name of the Lord. And all the yogic positions used to take place. Whatever was required for the next stage from Vaikari to Madhyama, whatever was the blockage, it will automatically, because I was doing the sadhana before, so it took me in that direction. And this is anyway going on. When we chant them, when we surrender ourselves to the Lord, we become aware that it is already going on. That you are not the doer. Everything is happening by His grace alone. And then, who do not expect any worldly or otherworldly reward for their actions, recognize your true nature as the one immutable, undifferentiated and uniform substance in those unreal forms. Who are saying this? the scriptures are saying, the Shruti Vada, Shrutis are singing the praise to the Lord, that you are that homogeneous mass of existence, consciousness and bliss, which is of the universal form. You take this example and take this prayer and put it to water. You are that infinite, undifferentiated, homogeneous mass of water. True? Out of joy he is expressing as waves. We are saying it. Water doesn't say I am a wave. He is water, water only. Only 2 verses we did today. Each verse is pregnant with contemplations, Oh,
Next 2 hours, very good.
read.
Next 2 hours, very nice.
You read.
Or Swamiji, the next shloka.
स्वकृतपुरेष्वभीष्वबहिरन्तरसंवरणं पौरुषं तद्शक्तिधृतोषकृतम् इति निगृतिं विविच्य कवयो निगमावपनं भवत उपासते ग्रीमभवं विश्वसिताम्. We stop here. I don't think we'll be able to do more than that. The Vedas speak of the Purusha, the individual soul, dwelling in these bodies, shaped as the result of their own deeds by itself, though as a matter of fact it is not limited by anything which is of the nature of a cause and effect, as a part made as it were out of you, the wielder of all potencies. Now you see, if you can understand this, everything is over. You can't blame any damn person in this world for your misfortunes or for your miseries or your bondages. Because of you, I did not get food. Because of you, I got unruly kids. Because of you, I am miserable. Then divorce happens, isn't it? Blaming, 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 controlling. Whatever. If don't say, भगवान मेरे को क्यों ये प्रॉब्लम दिए हैं? Why do I have diabetes? Why I got this cancer and that cancer? And why did you not make me beautiful? Why did you make me fat? Why did you make me handsome? All girls are running after me, and I can't stop. ऐसे भी होता है. Maybe it has not happened to you. What body you have got is what you have ordered by the karmas that you have done. Is karmas a reality? No, it is a theory. It's a working theory. Only to become obsolete in the end. But it is told so that we become totally responsible for ourselves in this life. We do not blame the world, we do not blame the government, we do not blame the Lord, we do not blame the Creator, we do not blame our parents, we do not blame anyone. You are born the way you are born, with whatever traits are there, swabhav is there, the type of body that you have, the type of mind that you have, all you ordered yourself. Nobody to blame. Including the experiences that you are having in the world. That also, because of that mindset with which you have come, the software, the program which was instilled, which is the prarabdha, which is instilled, prarabdha is usually only for the body. That's what they say, not for the mind. Mind has the freedom. But because of attachment, we forget about that. But whatever is coming to you in this world is also you only ordered that you want to go through the experiences so that you can evolve. But you are not ready to accept that. You are ready, instead of evolving, you are again back into the same old habit. What is the habit? of blaming, judging, etc., and creating more impressions which will become the impetus for future births. This is the trap that we have created for ourselves. And therefore, don't comment, don't gossip, don't backbite, don't do. Keep quiet for a change. And this is, we are not talking about only other people. To yourself also, don't do all this. I'm like this, I'm like that, I should have done this, I should have done that. How much chatter goes on in our head? Stop. And for it to stop, come into the present moment. And the only way you can come into the present moment is chant the Lord's name like no tomorrow. And joyfully chant, scream, shout. घर में कौन है? कोई नहीं है ना तुम्हारे घर में? चिल्लाओ, क्या है? दीवारें सुनेंगी? If you don't get realized, at least the walls will have a...
Neighbors may get realized.
Chillao. I'm not saying it just to tease you right now. I have done it. Scream, shout. And after some time, and then people say, this is a mad fellow. Sachi mein, they leave you alone. They leave you alone. When Vaikhari becomes matured, people leave you alone. But for Vaikhari to get matured, to reach its climax, you have to chant like there is no tomorrow. And don't chant it. नहीं क्या कर रहे हो? जब करो. Let दुनिया की ऐसा की तैसी. Scream. But don't do it in the satsang. Then I'll scream louder than you. Huh?
We have to.
That's why I keep the mic. No, but when you are, why do we not go 100% after it? Because there is inhibition. That the world, what will the world say? What will be the people say? If I keep chanting Hare Ram, Hare Ram. अच्छा क्या कर रही है तू? नहीं मैं नाम भगवान का. अच्छा भगवान का जब करिए. अरे बड़ी डिवोटी हो गई आजकल. अच्छा then you start. अरे बाप रे ये क्या बोल रहे हैं? And you keep quiet. No, who cares? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. क्या करिए? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. धीरे धीरे सब friends चले जाएंगे. You will be alone with your Lord. You're ready for that? If you're ready for that, do this. And when this matures, then waking state does not disturb you at all. When it matures, then comes the dream state. The sound automatically, instead of loud chanting, it will become. Then this also will stop. Then this Adam apple will be moving. Madhyama. As this is moving, this is the seat of dream. Nothing in the dream will ever disturb you. It will also die its death. Because even by the time this happens, the climax of dream is that a japa jap sthiti has taken place. So even in dream the japa is going on. And it is not just like that. You have to experience this. It's not just information. But for that you have to begin. Not straight away sit in meditation, माला ले ली, चल रहा है, आधा सो लिए, आधा जग गए, हाँ it was nice, क्या हो गया? अच्छी नींद हो गई और कुछ नहीं. You had a good sleep. No, I think I was in meditation. और फिर बाद में पूछते स्वामी जी, I had a very good meditation. स्नोर कर रहा था सामने बैठ के क्लास में. कैसे meditation हुआ? We fool ourselves. Never close your eyes. Don't close your eyes and don't close your mouth. Keep chanting. Let it. When do you close your eyes? When the sleep calls you from inside, isn't it? Let the Lord call you from inside. Then, if He is not calling you, then somewhere your interaction with the chanting is not right. Your bhav is missing. It's mechanical. That's why the eyes are not closing. consciously, not sleepily, consciously. Sometimes when you sing bhajan and you're so much enjoying it, and automatically in that singing, suddenly everything stops, eyes are closed, you're not sleeping, you know you are awake, you are hearing everything, but nothing is disturbing you. You are accessing that deep silence inside, isn't it, as a result of that bhajan? This must happen when you chant the Lord's name. Then you are in the right way. So here it says, the Vedas speak of the Purusha, the individual soul, dwelling in these bodies shaped as the result of their own deeds by itself, though as a matter of fact it is not limited by anything which is of the nature of cause and effect. This karma that we are doing, these impressions that we are creating, this, we think this is the world of cause and effect. There is nothing called cause and effect. Oh, because I am born, therefore the body is there. Because this body is there, why is this body there? Because the parents are there. Nothing like that. Or day is there because night is there. Night is there because the day is there. No. You can keep finding the cause. Day and night are because of whom? No. We got up. Why did we get up? Because the daybreak was there. Why did the daybreak come? Because the sun came up. Cause, daybreak, effect. We got up. Effect. Who was the cause? Daybreak. Then daybreak was the effect. What was the cause? Sun. But how has sun come? Oh, it is ever existing. No. It also has life. Today science can prove that sun also has a certain life. It must have come into existence and one day it will go out of existence. But how do I know what is the cause? My eyes can see the sun. My eyes are the cause and the sun is the effect. How do I know the eyes? Dead man's eyes don't see. Oh, the mind is the cause and the vision is the effect. Oh, but I know the thought called sun in my mind. Teriki. Consciousness is the cause, thought is the consciousness is the I thought is the cause, and intellect is the cause, and thought of the sun is the effect. But this interaction that I know the sun, this thought also I know. That is the causeless cause. And all this happens if you do Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti Para. All this will automatically happen. You don't have to worry how. And this knowledge, see, why do we keep giving examples of Mahatmas? Shirdi Sai Baba did not study any scriptures but knows everything. Satya Sai Baba did not study any scriptures, he knows everything. Ammachi doesn't study scriptures, she knows everything. See? Papa Ramdas, what did he hold on to? Only rambles. He had the rambles in Vedanta. Yeah. He had that book with him. Did he? No book. Only Ram Nam. Only Ram Nam. Only Ram Nam. But everything became available to him. That capacity is there with you, me, every one of us. So don't live a life of cause and effect. I will do something good for her because she gave me dakshina. Cause, effect. Live in inspiration from the divine. And inspiration of the divine happens spontaneously. That does not mean I am spontaneous. Emotionally spontaneous. Let that spontaneity come express through you as a result of your integration of personality. And that integration of personality, that is head and heart, will only happen when you are completely committed, dedicated, devoted, like mad fellow to the divine, to the Lord. Then alone that integration happens. Mind cannot bring about integration by thinking. Yeah, but if it is thinking about the divine, then integration automatically happens. These are some tricks that are We listen, we appreciate, but we do not implement them in our life. The wielder of all potencies. Having thus determined the nature of the Purusha, the wise on this earth, full of faith, adore your feet, at which all acts enjoined by the Vedas are offered, and which, as a result of such offering, put an end to rebirth for all time to come. Such people who have determined which Purusha? The Immaculate One. Here it is not being told Lord, it is being told He is the Purushottama. Which one? The one who is transcendental, independent of, the one who himself, who has come to know that he himself is the whole creation. Everything is in him. He is in everything, yet he is independent of everything. 9th chapter beginning, Bhagavad Gita. See? To such, once this has become clear that truth cannot be spoken of, cannot be experienced, cannot be known through the mind, cannot be talked of, and yet it is abundantly present all the time as the self, as the consciousness, as the life. Fall in love with it. And when you fall in love with it, then every act becomes a seva, isn't it? In Jnaneshwar Maharaj's Amrit Anubhav, we are doing the 9th chapter of Amrit Anubhav. There it is told, Jivan Mukta Purusha Lakshana. How does he move around? For him, every interaction in the duality, like we are saying, but from him, every expression or duality is a deeper establishment in that unity of experience. Eyes will see differences. Even a realized master will do that. His eyes cannot see oneness everywhere. Forms are different. Do you have an experience like this? Like the Mahatma, that he sees duality but he experiences unity? Do you have? Think, don't just say no. How?
When we find our expression, when I express through the kids.
Doesn't hold. You are the cause, he is the effect.
That
Feeling, okay. Okay.
That's not real.
But then you're still calling him and still no. Can you experience multiplicity and experience unity at the same time? Tell.
In a limited way.
नहीं बोलो सीमा बोलो.
See the body and you see it as
हाँ
you see the body and as different parts of your body.
हाँ. Different limbs of the body, but the experience is oneness. Anywhere else?
In dream also.
So much multiplicity in the dream, but the experience is one.
But
My mind only became everything.
Awareness is not there. No? That I am expressing as this person.
True, that is not there. That is not there. But with the body, it is there.
In a nation, we say they are all Indians.
All Indians.
Although they are different.
Yes. You call the various ornaments by different names, but you know everything is gold. Attention is, unifying principle is gold. Ornaments can be many. Limbs are many, but the life expressing through the limbs is one. They are mine.
You play to so many.
The roles that we play, father, husband, brother, teacher, this, that, so many, but all of them I am only. You know that the one who is expressing behind all these roles is the same one. You don't feel you are different. But when your attention is on the role, then you become problem. It becomes a problem. This witness, if it gets identified, problem begins. If it remains a witness, no problem. Everything will collapse. And don't be afraid when it starts collapsing. It is collapsing every day when you go to sleep. You don't get afraid. Have faith. that when it collapses, everything will be still all fine. I think we'll stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. We did only 3 verses today. Good.
Slowing down.
No, the topic is such, it's all scriptures. The Shrutis are speaking, no? So what will the Shrutis speak? What the Upanishads are talking about, that's what they are talking. This is the essence of the Upanishads that is given here in Bhagavad, in this chapter. Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Upanishads. What in Bhagavad Gita over 700 verses is given, here in few verses, the entire thought. It's like a nichodke, you know, the ras. Purnamada kar liya? We did Purnamada?